Good afternoon and welcome back to the Nissan Arena, the home of the Suncorp Super Netball for the 2020 and the home court for the Queensland Firebirds. We're here today for the second of three games in the HART Sapphire series. Today we start with a incredibly good match, second versus fourth, the Ipswich Jets taking on the USC Thunder. Both teams are eager to continue their push for the finals. The Jets currently sitting in second. The Thunder fourth. They now have the Tigers and the Bull Sharks breathing down their necks. So it's an important match for both clubs here. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by a netball superstar, former international for the Fijian international netball team. Played in two World Cups, 2007, 2011. And Firebird player and currently the Queensland 19s coach, Simone Nolatu. Welcome to the coverage today.
Thank you, Millsy. Good to be back. Second game in a row.
Well, we saw the first game this morning was the Bull Sharks taking on the CLC, the Carina Leagues Club Tigers. Tigers very scrappy. Lost this first half badly. Fought back in the second, but still ran out losers, 51-43. Bit of a surprise result for a lot of people, but not for us because we predicted the Sharks to win.
Absolutely. Chrissy Oxenford's 100th game, so what a better time to have your first win for the season by the Bull Sharks, and they played tremendous, particularly in that first half.
So the Jets were, going into last time we played, they were 4-0. Unfortunately, they took on the Cougars and they lost by 3, 51-48. And they're now 4-1, sit second place in the ladder on 72 points. The Thunder last start winners, and they are now sitting in fourth, outright fourth. They were equal fourth last time. They took on the Tigers, beat the Tigers, and they sit on 34 competition points. So on the table, you think there's a bit of a gap between the two teams, but in reality, they're a lot closer than what it looks. So we've been handed the lineup. I'll start with the Jets, the USQ Jets. Charlie Bell, ring-a-ding-ding, the shooter. Lucinda Benjamin, one of the Triple Bs. She's at goal attack. Baker, the other of the Triple Bs, shooting, is not playing today. Steph O'Brien's the centre and wing attack. Monique French gets her first start this season for the Jets, and she's starting at centre. She, a great young player, has been away from Queensland for a while, come back, and now she's with the Jets. McKeely Hock is the wing defence. Leah Wolno, the goal defence. And the ever-reliable and impressive Bridie Condren is the goalkeeper. That leaves a bench of Brooke Hams, normal centre starter. Bella Ryan, and she's coming up into the division for the first time this season, and I think it's her first game actually, so that's great news for her. And Siobhan Shurlaw is the defensive reserve, coached by Tracy Jeans Fraser. Jodie Thomas is the assistant, and Robin Ingram is the manager for the Thunder. Got a little bit of a difficult situation with the Thunder. Some of their players played with the Sunny Coast Lightning today, and they haven't actually got back yet. They've been named, but the lineup they're going with at the start is Chloe Bingham at GS, Annabelle Laurie at GA, Ali Wisher is the wing attack, Chloe Litherford the centre, Lily Mae Catling the wing defence, Seraphina Wolf the GD, Adrian Keefe is the goalkeeper. Substitutions, and Binion Hunt and Ashley Uni, they're the ones who represented the Lightning, and Josephine Bingham is the reserve. Yes, coached by Gary Passion, Roxanne Osborne the assistant, and the manager is Bernie Tui. Should be a pretty entertaining match, Simi.
Yeah, looking forward to this match. Obviously, the Jets sitting on second place will be confident that they can take this win this afternoon. However, the Thunder, I think they've been pushing all season, so they're ready for a big game, and today could be their day.
So the umpires for this match, Di Fawcett is the first umpire, Stuart Ting is the second, and Rachel Thomas is the reserve. So I'd just like to respectfully acknowledge the Turrbal, the Jagera and the Yugara peoples, and the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this event is taking place, and elders past and present and emerging. So teams are being read out. I'm looking forward to this game. I think that the USC Thunder has been improving every week, and the Jets, even though they lost last game, I think they're right for the picking.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good game. Obviously, the Jets will be coming out firing after their first loss of the season last week. However, I feel like the Thunder have been pushing for a win and to kind of take one of these kind of bigger teams in terms of where they sit on the ladder. So here's hoping for a cracking match this afternoon. So
the last time these two teams played was on September 6th. It was round 4, and the Jets got the biscuits on that occasion, 67-46. Thunder were a little bit off their game on that one. So today, if they sharp right from the get-go, they could cause an upset. Who do you think will win?
Goodness. I mean, I think my head says the Jets. My heart might like the Thunder to take them, but anyway, time will soon tell.
So the Jets are in the green. They will be going from left to right of your screen. The Thunder in the vivid yellow and sky blue, and they'll be going from right to left. So Monique French gets us underway, and immediately there's a turnover.
Oh, hard luck, offside there.
Ooh, they both seem to be offside there.
Yeah.
But O'Brien doesn't care. She takes the pass quickly, fires it into Charlie Bell, and she gets her first of what I'm sure will be many for her. A sensational shooter in Charlie Bell, and gets the Jets underway, and a nice drive there by Annabelle Laurie.
Yeah, it was a great build-up there as well by the Thunder, and Laurie is confident to the post, so great start from both teams.
Absolutely, we're in for a cracker, 1-1. We've only played 20 seconds. So, and again, O'Brien only has eyes for the shooter in Bell and just fires it in. Bell makes no mistake. Captain O'Brien, and of course the captain for the Thunder is Uni, and she's not here at present. They're still coming down from the sunny coast today. So Annabelle Laurie with it now, fires it across the Litherland. Bingham, who's been impressive since she's come into the starting line, gets another one.
Another
her first
for the game. Will also provide a great target for the Thunder. Back at goal shooter.
So O'Brien finds French. French looks in. A lot of fake passing there. Another one.
Thunder doing a great job at defensively, shutting down the options, but Bell again up for the task.
Bell and Keefe, they seem reasonably matched in height. Probably Bell maybe a little taller, but Keefe's going to have a work cut out.
Yeah, definitely. Keefe will have her work cut out, and is great reader of the ball. So would like to see her try and challenge and come out and have a go at the front.
So the turnover here to the Jets, and they turn over it straight back. Benjamin not involved yet, and Keefe will get the throw in.
Thunder having to work very hard in their goal end at the moment to get the ball out. Wolf, though, able to look down and offload.
And that's another intercept there to Hock.
Yeah, McKeely Hock
is ridiculously effective in that position. And smart play by Bell. She's falling out of court. She threw it back in, but got the foul anyway. So, and makes no mistake of the shot. Jets 4-2. We've played 2.5. And it's their centre next. So, a little bit of danger signs here for the Thunder. Am I calling it too early?
Yeah, maybe a little bit early.
2.5 minutes in, calling it early. So, as Bell gets another one, she's on fire. She's got all 5. I don't think Benjamin's taken a shot yet.
No, she hasn't. Hasn't needed to, though. Done a great job, been really direct in their play so far in the early stages of this game. The Jets just looking straight into the circle.
And Laurie, a long bomb, makes no mistake. She is the long bomb specialist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you happen to catch her debut for the Lightning the other week?
I did. Yeah. I did. It was great to see her get out on court, and it was great to see her fellow teammates' reaction when she got that goal.
They were very excited. So she will always have a statistic now, no matter what. So
very true.
It's like Test cricketers always talk about scoring that first run.
Yes.
So if they get dropped in the next game, at least they got a statistic.
They had a run.
So Laurie with it now.
Yeah, Thunder had to work really hard to get it over their transverse line, but we're patient, and I was about to say Laurie was about to reward them, but no.
So Condren with the obstruction call. Condren has been ridiculously impressive for me this campaign. Like, I didn't really notice her last year when I was commentating, but this year she stood out like the proverbial tree. She's impressive.
Yeah, another great young Queensland product. So fantastic to see her get on the SSN court earlier in the year for the West Coast Fever.
How does that work? So if they win, does she get a championship medal?
Well,
when she was
she
there.
should ask.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ring up the Australian coach.
Yeah.
Hey, Stace, where's my ring? So turnover there from O'Brien, throwing it into Bell. Gives the opportunity here to the Thunder to tie it up. Oh, Hock nearly grabbed that one.
Yeah, almost. The Thunder have had their opportunities. The defence line has been able to turn it over. Nice strong take there by the Litherland.
Right in the pocket. Can't find Laurie.
Yeah.
Goes wide. Needs someone at the top. But they find Bingham. Does she use the post? Yes. The
hard
umpire
luck.
said to use the post.
Oh, out of court maybe. Oh, no, use the post.
Harsh call.
Yeah.
Saw the post ran into her, I think.
Yeah.
So
It moved.
it did.
Oh, well done there by Laurie.
Umpire Fawcett didn't see it that way, and they find Benjamin for her first shot. She gets it. So increases the margin to 7, biggest lead of the game. Sorry, margin of 3, biggest lead of the game, 7-4 to the Jets. And struggling to get the centre pass away. Catling does well, the old 1-2.
Yeah, they're just struggling a little bit, Thunder, to get it over their attacking transverse here. Having to work the ball.
Hand in there, O'Brien. Eventually it falls to Wilshire. They still haven't got it out of the mid-third.
That's a better... that was well done there by Wilshire. She created that.
The pace of Wilshire there was impressive. Speaking of Wilshire and Seraphina Wolf, both off to the Southern Steel in New Zealand next year, got contracts. How exciting is that for two people at this league?
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, great, I think, reflection of the league that we've got players that are being scouted and taken to other competitions across the world.
It's a big play. So Benjamin just throws it into Bell, but, then Wolf steps.
Yeah,
unlucky, because it was a loose pass.
Done a great job at disrupting the Thunder defenders.
And Bell gets it, though, on the rebound.
Yeah, unfortunately an opportunity missed there for the Thunder, but they get the centre pass.
So Stewie Ting saw the step. Another loose one here. They struggle to get it out of this third. That's Benjamin gives away the contact call.
Yeah, they need a link there. Better link. Oh, goodness. Misunderstanding there between Litherland.
Hock picks it off beautifully. French finds O'Brien. She cops on for her troubles. Plays on quickly. The pace of the game is fast for the Jets at the moment. They're literally flying. Too soon?
As if you've been waiting to use that all game. It's only like the first quarter.
If they lose,
I thought you might have waited a little bit longer.
If they lose,
anyway.
it's like a jet plane crash, going down like a plane. Yeah, there's a million of them.
Yeah, well done
Incredible
there by
intercept
Keith.
there by
Thank
Keith.
God.
Changing the tone of the conversation. She does well. And Laurie looks in long, finds Bingham. Great take by her. Condren's presence is felt. And Bingham makes no mistake. They're back to within 3, but they're working hard, the Thunder, to keep that margin at 3.
Yeah, probably one of their most direct plays, the Thunder, and probably what they need to do. And unless lucky touch there.
Condren and Hock nearly collided. They both had eyes for the ball only.
Two Jets. What happens then when they collide?
That's a tragedy.
Well done to Keith.
Keith picks it off.
And that's what she's capable of, and probably needs to do against the Bell, is come out and get the ball before it gets to the one-on-one situation. Much harder to defend then.
It's a fair call and not a sledge on anyone, but just say Bell beats most people one-on-one if she's in that position.
Absolutely. Hard one-on-one when she's got quality feeders out the front of her like O'Brien and French on this occasion. So, yeah, Keith has to come out and win it.
So Bingham gets us back to 1. She's doing a great job playing on Condren. For me, one of the form keepers of the competition. And
the Thunder have been smart, because if Condren's come out, they've let the ball go long to Bingham, which means then it's put the doubt in Condren's mind. She's got to stay back and look after her own. So
Wilshire brings the energy to the front end. Laurie long shot, that's a specialty. She misses on this occasion. Bingham can't get the boards. Loose pass there.
Oh, well done, Litherland.
Litherland gets front position, takes it off French.
It's a really good job there. Need to reward her. Yeah, well done there by Laurie.
And after nearly 11 minutes, we're all tied up at 9s. And there's the replay, a new feature. So very proud to say that we're making the coverage better each week. And Bell misses uncharacteristic, but that was a long shot for Bell. She's not normally that far out.
No, it was a long shot, but she did the right thing and followed her shot, so she's able to get the rebound.
And that's a Mizuno, a momentum shift. So they break the run of 3 by the Thunder. It was 9-6, and they fought back to 9 all. This is a chance to make it 10s. And Bingham has shot well. And again, we're all tied up at 10. We've played 11 minutes. So, and we've had a quick substitution. French is off, and Hams is on. So French gets a first start for the season and doesn't last long. She is next to the coach having a big chat, so it's not injury related. It's obviously just to have a chat. And Coach Tracy Jeans-Fraser pulling the reins quickly. And it's goal for goal at the moment. We're tied at 11, 5:32 to play. It's been very entertaining first quarter, Simone.
It has. Both teams are, really useful with the ball. Haven't seen too many turnovers, and their shooters have been great. They've both got 2 tall targets that they can go to, and so far they've been delivering.
So O'Brien looking to feed it, finds Hams, her partner in crime, the normal centre starter, and she finds Bell, and Bell gets another one.
Bell.
So quality individual, can play netball, hasn't been playing that long.
No, still quite young in the whole scheme of things. However, we see someone like Chrissy Oxenford in the game before is only 24 and notched 100 games. So I think Bell's another example of a great young player that'll probably play as many games, if not more, over her career.
So a loose pass there from Laurie gives the ball back to the Jets. They fly down the court. We're with O'Brien now, and she looks to link with Benjamin. Catling called for obstruction. Umpire having a chat, maybe a little verbal caution. So don't know why, but there was a chat. And another goal to Bell. Don't forget, you can pop down. We've got another game at 7. You can come down and see us anytime you want. We're at the Nishan Arena here at Mount Gravatt. It's a beautiful venue, home of the Suncorp Super Netball this year. And boy, we've had some Super Cup netball games.
Yeah, there's been some great games.
Thanks COVID. That's one positive. We got all the netball. So
that's true.
We do practice safe COVID methods. You'll have to sign in, etc., and sit spaced apart. But you're more than welcome to come down and watch us. 7 o'clock tonight. We've got the Cougars and the Wildcats. You're not here for that one, are you?
No, I'm not for that one. No. I think
Lucy Benjamin.
Lucy Benjamin, who just has the ball at the moment.
She's a fan favourite. They do like her. Well, the Jets have put the pedal to the metal, and they're now lead by 4 after being 11-all. It's 4 straight to them. Chance to go 5. This change of taking French off and bringing Hams on seems to work, Simone.
Yeah, look, I think Hams and O'Brien have got a great combination, been playing together for many years. Probably just helped settle that attack line a little bit. French didn't do anything wrong, I don't think, but a good opportunity to get her out, but also probably the right time for Hams to enter the court. So this game.
Hell ball there gives the ball back to the Jets. They've scored 5 straight. Opportunity to go 6. It's with Bell. Yeah. And she takes that opportunity. This is danger times for the Thunder.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they can't afford, the Thunder defenders can't afford to just sit behind.
Angry with herself there. So couldn't pull that one in.
No, a good opportunity though for the Thunder. Probably need to get this one back, but they need to take it to goal.
So Wolf with the ball, looks in, finds Laurie. Laurie just outside, but then a great pass to Bingham, and she makes no mistake. And that is definitely a Mizuno momentum shift. They break the run of 6. And a desperately needed goal to the Thunder. They need another one here. They are struggling to get off the centre pass, aren't they?
They are indeed. And on that occasion, the poor centre had 4 players running under her. I mean, it's nice to have at least a couple of options, but not all at the same time.
So Laurie threw it in. Condren read that like the old Harry Potter and just picked it off beautifully.
Probably one of the easier to...
Like picking fruit, that one, wasn't it? And there it is in replay.
There you go. There's your replay,
the picture-in-picture replay.
Well done, Keith.
And Keith gets another one back. They need this one. They're struggling to find Bingham. She sets the hold now, setting a screen for... Has there been a change there at GA?
It looks like it. So it looks like we've got the 2 Bingham sisters in the goal circle for the Thunder at the moment.
So Laurie's off.
Younger sister Josie, older sister Josie Bingham has entered the court.
So Annabelle Laurie, surprised to be taken off. She's sitting next to the coach, so there's no injury concern, which is good. And the 2 sisters are out there.
Yeah, maybe Coach Gary Passion is just looking for the connection between the 2 sisters.
So
Bingham may provide a bit more movement out the front, which is what the Thunder need in attack.
Stephanie O'Brien.
Great intercept there by Steph O'Brien.
Full stretch, rip that out of the air. So, and we'll see that on replay. Here it is, there it is. Magnificent Stephanie O'Brien. So, and the ball back with the Thunder now. It's just slowed down a little bit for him at the transverse line. Wilshire in the pocket. Bingham, Elder drives nicely around the top of the circle. That's a nice move.
Younger sister Chloe not able to handle that ball.
And there's a step called on Benjamin. Umpire Ting saw that. I didn't, but... and beautiful feed.
Great pass there by Litherland.
And Litherland finds Bingham. Gets the margin back to 4. Could be all day right. Hams runs in the circle. I don't think she's time aware. Long pass into Bell, and that goes out. And that'll be a turnover. So the first quarter comes to the end. Jets probably didn't need to take that centre pass, but 18 goals in the quarter is impressive, as is 14 to the Thunder. Margin of 4, 18-14. Not a bad first quarter, Simone Latu.
No, not at all. The Thunder did a great job to kind of close the gap. It looked like the Jets were going to get away a little bit in that first quarter. But, yeah, a really good start by both teams.
So the shooting end of the Jets, pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Having targets of both Benjamin and Bell back there, hard to defend, although in the Thunder's credit they were able to turn some ball over. But similarly, the Thunder have a target in Bingham down at their end too, so probably didn't utilise her as best as what they would have liked to. But in saying that, it's still only 4.
So the Thunder are a little bit hamstrung, like Binion Hunt and Ashley Uni are still on their way down from the sunny coast where they... I'm not sure if they took the court, but they were with the Lightning today. The Lightning lost by 4, I believe. So I'm not sure if they actually saw. But we'll listen in to see what Tracy Jeans has got to say at quarter time.
17, so that was 2. Things that we need to be thinking about is our turnovers, though, okay, down that front line particularly, okay. So what we've got to make sure is the things that we've done really well, the double play out of that back line's working really efficiently, okay, and on that centre pass, we've pushed them back several times because it's working really well. What we do need to think about is out of transition and down our front line, we've only got one movement happening on those. We've got to utilise the base. All right, hands got the defence, so we're working on it. All right, so now this attack line.
So words there from the Super Coach.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, correct. Tracy Jeans, experienced campaigner and has identified, the things that they need to do better and the things that they have been doing well as well. Holding the Thunder's centre pass up and making them have to go back a few times, which is great, but asking for them to be a little bit more settled and to minimise the turnovers in attack.
So, of course, those incredible pictures being brought to you by Double Take Sports, our product partner in this instance. So it's good to see us being able to get actually into the huddles. It's a new feature that we've got, another new feature, Simi.
New feature. Gosh, I can't keep up.
Yeah, we've really stepped it up since you were last with us last year. So... Would you make any changes, either coach?
No, I don't think so. I think they've both started really well. We saw, an early change in the centre, but I thought French did a good job, in the time that she had. But you can see the impact of Hams when she came on as well. So, I suppose that's a blessing for a coach to have the ability to make changes and for them to be seamless.
So, of course, you can join us and be part of the coverage, be a little bit interactive by joining us mainly through our Facebook page. That would be the HART Sapphire Series. Of course, also we have Instagram, which is Sapphire Series Netball. We need to get those followers up, Simi. We need to get some more people. So
you need to put it out to your networks, Millsy, and you'll get some more followers.
my 4 friends. So I think they're all on here.
Hey, everyone counts.
Let's see who's watching. Yeah. Oh, there's Stephen Wilshire. I assume that's connected to the Ali Wilshire, and Kate Condren's watching as well from Charters Towers. So, we've just got a situation here. Both captains have been brought together. Brian and Catling seems to be the standing captain at the moment.
Having a bit of a laugh, so...
I wonder what that was about. We'll have to work on that coverage to get little, camera mics for the umpires. What do you reckon?
Maybe that's next year's feature.
Yeah, my producer's giving me the thumbs up there. Yeah, that's not going to happen. The budget's not that big. So 18-14 becomes 18-15. First goal to the Thunder. Bell's got it now. She has a chance to answer. Thunder in the green going right to left of your screen, and the blue and yellow of the...
Thunder.
I got that wrong. Yep. Jets are going in the green right to left, and Thunder are going left to right. So I cut you off there. I'm sorry. You're about to say?
No. I was about to say that the Thunder were the blue and yellow.
Thank you, Simi. So, great to have you back in the coverage.
It's great to be back. So, I didn't realise it'd be this fun.
Annabelle Laurie's back on at goal attack. So the sister pairing of Bingham and Bingham, that's Chloe and Josie, didn't last long. Bell spills that one. Yeah, this is a chance for the Thunder here to get the margin back to 2.
Yeah, and Keith did a great job just to disrupt then and cause the turnover, but O'Brien able to do the same for the Jets.
Bell's impressive height and arm strength. Just got enough onto that one. Here she goes there. She watched the replay, gets her hands over. And with O'Brien's hassling, forces the ball out. Loose pass there. O'Brien pulls it in magnificently. Bell, about the extent of her range, and she misses. Ball bounced out, but we're playing on.
Yeah, play on, apparently.
Advantage out. And away we go with the Thunder. That's a new one on me. So
that's another new feature, Millsy.
the advantage out. So changing the laws of netball here, and Hock nearly picks the pocket. It's hard to say, Hock pocket, but Bingham, Laurie misses, and the ball falls back to the Thunder. Laurie with the throw in.
Yeah, lucky on that occasion, I think, the Thunder, but really need to take. These are the opportunities that the Thunder need to take, and
they threw it to Harms instead.
Litherland came off the circle. Bit of a misunderstanding there between the centre court.
O'Brien covers some metres, doesn't she? It's like she's down the transverse defending, and she's in the pocket within 2 passes. Turn of speed. We talk about Ava Black speed with the side we just watched from the coast, the Bull Sharks, but O'Brien there.
Yeah, she put her Jets on.
Boom, boom. You're the expert on the funny one.
Sorry.
That's how we work here. It's like Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis.
Sorry.
Abbott and Costello. They're a bit old for you, maybe. So the ball with the Thunder, I digress again. And Litherland will get us away. Throw in. Throws to a 2-on-1. And Wolf did well. And beautiful play there with Laurie's call for the step.
Well, the Thunder have had lots of opportunities and they just can't get it to goal, which is really disheartening, particularly for the defenders who are working really hard to try and turn the ball over for them.
McKeely Hock finds Benjamin, great drive, and again O'Brien, she is covering the court brilliantly today. And Bell finishes the movement, margin of 5, that's the biggest lead of the game, 21-16. And the Jets always building.
Yeah, I mean, the difference at the moment, I think, between the two teams is that the Jets are able to put it to goal.
Lucinda Benjamin, the massive leap, like a long jumper at the Olympics, puts herself under the post, margin 6, 22-16. We have played 3.5 in the second quarter. The Thunder came out firing after quarter time.
Yeah, they started really well, didn't they? But they just haven't been able to. Oh, great take there by Bingham.
Laurie peels around. She likes this range at 3.1 metre range. And unfortunately misses Bingham with the rebound, but there's Condren with a hand. Condren's just come off the player a little bit. I think she's about to start picking off a couple of intercepts, which she's famous for.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. I think towards the end of that first quarter, Chloe Bingham started to find that body a little bit more, which made it hard to defend. But obviously Condren has awakened up to that, and like you said, has been playing a little bit off the body.
So timeout called by the Thunder. Gary Passion, the coach, has called the timeout. We'll probably go in and listen to his words of wisdom, and another feature from our product partners in Double Take Sports. And
not better. No, that's when just the working itself. Like when they're not do you want me to come in front of my player, like centre pass?
I don't know if I've got time to be cutting off on that. You know, that second base, it just kind of shapes a circle. And if you just go double, so you hold on her inside, and so you can block off the cut if you need. Let's just do one.
Okay, it's time to reset again. What's our first CPA when we're back out there? Because at the moment we're scrambling a bit. You're getting well for line, okay, and it's great there, but we don't always have that best second option, okay? I don't mind if we use a cut, set it back to our centre, even use the back line on the second option if we need to, okay? That way it gives, a bit of time to reset again. But work it out.
so from one super coach to another, Gary Passion talking about resetting.
Yeah, look, they probably do need to reset. The scoreline has got away from them. I think what he was asking for is a little bit more organisation down in that attack end. And particularly it sounded like he was asking Annabelle Laurie to work the ball in a little bit more closer for the shot. Particularly, I think, to make sure that Bingham is able to be in that rebounding position, which just takes the pressure off and allows, if there is that missed shot.
I'm not sure if the viewers at home saw it, but we just caught a little glimpse in the corner there. It looks like Binion Hunt has arrived, so she's come down from the sunny coast where she was playing today for the Lightning, and she's on the physio bench. Looks like she's getting strapped up and may be available at some stage, maybe second, third quarter perhaps, or late in the second quarter. Depends how long they take to warm up. We've got 10:15 to play.
Yeah, definitely looks like Ash Unai is running down the stairs as well. So
they're here.
They're here.
That's great news. The captain has just joined the bench. She looks anything but ready, though, doesn't she? Like, you can see her in the background there. She's just come down the stairs, just putting a bag on the bench now.
No,
so.
And great. I mean, a great commitment for both of those players to, you know, get in the car and drive down from the sunny coast this afternoon after being on the bench for the Lightning.
Ooh.
Binny and Hunt, I believe, got onto the court for a few minutes this afternoon, so she's already had a little bit in her netball time.
She should be warm then.
She'll probably be in the car for 2 hours, but that's okay.
It was 4 hours ago, but so they played at 1, didn't they?
She's spent the last 2 in the car, so yeah, she'll be fine.
So a turnover there gives the Thunder a chance, and they find Laurie under the post. Great baseline drive, and looks like Siobhan Sherler was on. Condren, short pass, loose.
That was well done there by the defenders from the Jets. They realised the situation they were in and both dropped it at the same time.
Play on, says umpire Ting. And Brian, another drive, and brilliant pass into Bell. The timing there was exquisite.
It was. Great connection there between O'Brien and Bell.
So there's a shot on the bench. We can see Unai there. She's
full of urgency, you know.
Having a bit of a laugh, and yeah. Looks like she's... No, was she taping her nails? No, surely not. So, Hams, the intercept, pocketed out of Bingham. Looked like Bingham had that for all money.
Yeah, probably let everyone know as well, Bingham, as she was coming through, which made it... Oh, there, well done by Littleland.
So, Littleland gets it back for the Thunder. So, the ball falls with Laurie, looks wide. Finds Littleland. Now we've got to stop in play. Wilshire with it.
That was a better triangle there.
Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a triangle offense. So, and a great shot to finish. Margin of 7. It was 7 at the quarter time. At the timeout. There's Binny and Hunt on the bike, so she looks like she might be coming on first. So, but being a shooter, do you take Laurie off or do you take Bingham off? Like, Bingham's been good.
No, Bingham has been good. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Passion does.
And the aforementioned Bingham under the post, all alone, home alone, and gets the margin 7 again. So they haven't lost any ground since the timeout, but they haven't made any up either. Yeah,
no, definitely. I think they've been able to maintain. I mean, by bringing Hunt on, you revert more to a moving circle, which would just be something a little bit different that the Jets would have to deal with. And we see Bellerin comes on to the court.
This is her first game at this level, and that was her first goal. So impressive to see a young Ruby player coming up and getting a start and replacing someone fairly decent, Lucinda Benjamin.
Absolutely.
And gets her start and gets a goal straight up. Of course, you can join us on the socials like the Hock family are watching from Rockhampton. We can only assume that there's McKeely Hock's family. Absolutely. Is she a Rocky girl? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but...
not the most common name, so you'd have to assume that they're related in some way. So Bingham gets the goal. She's covering her face. I don't know why. Lucky shot, perhaps. And Bell under the post gets the margin to 8, 28-20. We've got 6:48 to play in the second quarter. We're in a bit of a holding pattern at the moment. Goal for goal since the timeout.
Yeah, look, I think the reset in some... Oh, and as we say that...
Steph O'Brien, who else? Having some game today.
She was up in the air that time.
She was hanging. Oh, stop. We need new commentators. Hang on, I think everyone's thinking that. You should go, Dave. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mr. Smith, for writing in. 29-20, the Jets get another one. That was a brilliant intercept by O'Brien. Just when we thought it was going goal for goal, she makes the difference and does it again. Yeah, great offload. I mean, that early delivery and quick delivery into Bell makes it absolutely impossible to defend. And here we go. Look at the goal. Nothing but net. So she's just like Kristen Oxenford, isn't she? Like, you never see O'Brien have a bad game. Like, a quiet game for her is, I don't know, only 5 interceptions, 16,000 feeds. You know what I mean? So it's just, she's one of those impressive individuals that always plays well. You know, so, great. Very consistent and very good. Very good. So. Well experienced, been playing at this level for a number of years. So, and she's a little bit older than Oxenford, so she'd have to be getting near that century mark as well if she isn't already there. Yeah, I wonder whether she... Because with the Lions for quite a while before the Jets formed, so... Yeah, definitely. And a Toowoomba girl before that. Yep. So played for Darling Downs, the Panthers they used to be called, I believe. Yep. So...
No, I agree. So it'd be interesting to see if any of the other clubs have tallied their experienced players' caps.
So
well done by Laurie.
Laurie's back out there. She gets that one. And great effort.
Josie Bingham very happy with that goal.
A Mizuno momentum shift, breaks the run from the Jets. Oh, Bell went up hard, got sandwiched between two. Wolf and Keefe got her.
Yeah.
Takes the long shot and in your face, gets the goal. Margin 10, 31-21. Jets starting to pull away.
Yeah, look, they are. Thunder don't have the answers in attack at the moment.
And Sherlock gets her arms around Laurie there.
Yeah, Jet's doing a great job just to disrupt.
I love Hock. She just goes and goes and goes. She's not showy, but I reckon if you played on her, you know you've been in a game.
Yeah, definitely. And I think she's, I mean, she can run in the centre as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And her height makes it obviously really hard. Traditionally, the centre court are usually the shorter ones, but Hock's got great height.
So a sweet shot there to Laurie. Prompts the timeout from Tracy Jeans-Fraser, the Jets coach. We're going to be in the huddle shortly. Hopefully we hear some words of wisdom. Margin is 9. We've got 4:13 to play, 31-22. Let's see what Tracy has to say.
Make sure they're wanting to take that with that baseline drive, take that one more extra step. Okay. All right. We are 6 off our margin that we want to get. All right. You've got 4 minutes to get the 6. So that's what our target is. All right. So we move that ball quick. Okay. And we make sure that we move the ball nice and quick and we're nice and direct down the ball. Okay. Yeah, you've got that ball. Yeah. Just one extra step. I think we all do. The whole way down. Just keep working as a unit. Keep confusing the space. You're doing a really good job, but it's about that extra step. When you think you've got to take the extra, down that front line, make sure you've got something happening, deliver the ball. 6. I want 6. Let's go,
So, Coach Tracy Jeans-Fraser talking about the margin. Obviously, they're going to margin 15 by half-time. The margin's 9 at the moment. She's looking for an extra 6. So, 6 in 4 minutes. Difficult task, but are they up to it, the Jets?
Yeah, look, I think they definitely are capable of doing it. Whether the Thunder let that happen or not is a different story, obviously. They've obviously have a target for each of the quarters. 15, it seems like it must be. So, probably not a bad, opportunity to kind of ask the players to step up, given, they are leading and not wanting them to kind of get too comfortable, similar to what we saw happen in that first game when the Sharks had kind of extended the lead, and they definitely don't want them to take the foot off the brake. So it'll be like, yes, where the Thunder allow that, but...
So that's one of the 6. The margin back to 10, 32-22. They need to step up defensively. There's Hock, and she forces a ball for Sherlaw, who in turn just gets it down in the offensive end.
Yeah, and I think for the Thunder in that occasion to have one lead to the ball put a lot of pressure on both Litherland, who had to deliver it, and Laurie, who had to receive it.
So Ryan's with it now, yet to miss a shot, their first gamer. And I spoke too soon. So she hit 2 straight.
Hard luck there for the Thunder.
It's pass only. Bell realises, kicks it back out to Hams. She gets contacted. And Ryan's back to O'Brien. There it is. Finds Bell. Nice play.
It was a nice play.
Ryan set up well. Like, she was the decoy, drew the defender, and then opened up for Bell.
Yeah, definitely.
So, big confidence from the first gamer.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously being put out there for a reason, and is up to the task. Oh,
and gets a hand in for the turnover, back to the Jets.
Yeah, just no real urgency by the Thunder there to jump on that loose ball.
So we're assuming that the 2 that have turned up for the that's Bingham, Binny and Hunt and Uni. We can't see them. We assume that there's Binny and Hunt. She's warming up now, so it looks like they'll be coming on second half. And the youngster, 3 from 4, impressive debut.
Yeah, doing a great job, Rin, and she's got well supported around her with the likes of O'Brien and Hams out the front, as well as Bella behind her. So,
I'm going to call a little name for the future, Bella Rin. So she's had 4 shots in probably 5 minutes she's been out there. It's an impressive effort. Not afraid to take it. Neither is Annabelle Laurie. Margin 11. Coach wants 15. We've got 2 to play. They need 4 straight here. difficult task, but when you've got Charlie Bell in there and O'Brien feeding her, it's possible.
Yeah, definitely. Tracy Jeans asked her attack end to go direct, and that was a great example of that then.
2 passes into the circle.
Yeah, so much harder to defend.
So
The Thunder, on the other hand, have to handle a lot, particularly across that transverse line.
So Bingham gets it and keeps the margin back to 11. So 4 in a minute 40. It's getting tougher. so ridden with it now. Finds Sherlaw. And O'Brien strong to the ball. Look, you can see that determination. And they threw it away. And the ball's gone for a wander.
And Keith's gone to find it under the big sign.
Has a breather. Keith gets it now. And, nearly over a third.
Good screen there. Didn't give themselves much room, but to their credit, they executed it, the Thunder.
Catling with it. Gets it in and the ball falls to Laurie.
Much better build-up by the Thunder. Laurie needs to put this one in.
We've got a minute to play. The margin 10, 35-25. Last time these two teams met, 67-46. That was just in September 6th, a couple of weeks ago. And Wiltshire with it now. Working well with Bingham.
Yeah, well done.
Unless my eyes deceive me, it seems Wilshire's had some strapping applied to that right thigh. I didn't notice that until, it might have been for the whole game, but I haven't even noticed it till now. So maybe a strain of a muscle.
Yeah, definitely. Having to work really hard down in that attack end, so muscles are probably feeling a little bit wary.
So 20 seconds to go, the ball with the Jets. The new player's got it, does beautifully, kicks it back out to O'Brien, who finds Bell. This could be the last play of the game, of the half, sorry. Charlie Bell steps back. Shows she's got range.
She does have
I'm not
great
just
range.
a post shooter, Davo.
Yeah.
There's a Mizuno momentum swing right on half time. So a margin of 10, 36-26. They were aiming for 15. They only got 10. Will coach Tracy Jeans Fraser be happy? Simone Alatu.
Oh, look, I think she'll be happy with lots of what she saw, probably, wanting to set that target and trying to think about the reasons why. At times they were really direct, and at times they probably, turned the ball, maybe didn't take that extra pass that they probably could have done in that attack end in particular. But I think on the whole, she'll be really happy that they're out to 10 at half time.
So an 18-12 quarter means the margin is 10, 36-26. What happens in the second half, we will find out when we return from these very, very short messages.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
How high can you go? Take command of the skies with an aviation degree from the University of Southern Queensland. Challenge yourself and become everything you ever dreamed with a career that can take you around the world. Australia's only university with both the Boeing 737 and A320 flight simulators, plus the opportunity to train with the Qantas Group Pilot Academy. Your flying start begins now.
Welcome back. Game 2 of our 3-game coverage of the HART Sapphire Series coming to you live from Nissan Arena. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Netball Royalty and Queensland 19s coach Simone Alatu. Simi, we've got a game here between the Jets and the Thunder. Jets came out of the blocks pretty quickly. Thunder fought back. Margin of 10, 36-26. Fair reflection of the game thus far?
Yeah, look, I think so. It shows the team that probably has been more dominant. However, the Thunder have hung in there, and with the addition of their 2 players that have just arrived from the Sunny Coast who are on the bench for the Lightning this afternoon in the earlier game, I think, it'll be interesting to see how this second half pans out.
So don't forget, last week we weren't here, and we weren't here for a reason. That was the state championships that were on. You were announced as the Queensland 19s coach, and you've got the 2 teams, the 17s and the 19s, for the 2021 national titles.
Yeah, I do, and so I'd like to read them out now. So congratulations to the athletes that made the Queensland 17s and under squad for 2021. We have Kayla Anderson, Mia Baker, Bailey Boyd, Kaney Hannah-Clark, Kiara Condon, Sophia Cooper, Renee Cubby, Georgia Davidson, Bailey de Hotman de Villiers, Sophia Dobson, Molly Evans, Talia Evans, Talia Tar Feifel, Hayley McGrunther, Larika Malagoma, Yasmin Mayle, Molly McPherson, Jaden Molo, Dakota Newson, Emma Nipris, Lossa Niamata, Alicia Paul, Liliana Rennie, Elsa Sandholt, Chloe Singh, Charlize Sivia, Kristen Luper Tani Elu, Kaylin Van Grugen, Chloe Williams, and Emerson Wynard. That is a long list for the Queensland 17s, but congratulations to all those athletes that made that squad.
And at three-quarter time, you're going to announce your team, the 19s?
Yes, a much shorter list, but yes, I will announce that list after. But yeah, wonderful depth of talent across the state, and it was great to have so many athletes from all over the state down here at Nissan last weekend.
So I know I asked you this in the last game, but for those that didn't see that game, so what's the process now?
Yeah, so those athletes will come together early next year and will train as a squad for a number of weeks, and then they will look to pick the Queensland teams of 12 to take to national championships.
So congratulations to all those athletes, and if you didn't watch the first game today, hang on to your seats. We're going to announce the 19s at three-quarter time. Just saw an ad there at the start for our sponsors, of course, University of Southern Queensland, USQ looking after the Thunder, and of course the NQ sponsors in HART and Mizuno. And our shots and our coverage is brought to you today by Double Take Sports, and we thank them for all their cooperation for this season 2020, and what a strange season it has been. The longest off season ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's great to be back and great to be in this format.
What did you do during COVID? What did you do during lockdown?
Not a lot of netball.
I had a relationship with the fridge, and we got on very well. So
I did a lot of
we're
supporting.
struggling to break up.
Yeah.
But we're fighting the good fight, me and the fridge. So, and what did you do some prep for your netball? Like you said, you do a lot of netball, but I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, look, definitely lots of watching netball, lots of thinking about netball, but absolutely not a lot of contact with athletes, which in some ways was nice to have a bit of a refresh, and I'm sure they felt the same way. But yeah, I mean, it meant that now that everyone's really excited to be back together again, particularly for this competition and Sapphire and the Ruby. And certainly for the state titles that happened last week and the state age championships that are happening up in the sunny coast this weekend. Yeah,
I think that's a fair comment you make about people being enthusiastic. I think we take things for granted so much, and we just always thought netball would be there. And I've known some rep players that I won't even trial this year because I'll make it the next year and stuff like that.
Yep.
But when it's taken away from you, you get a different appreciation for it. And I think one thing, not even just in netball, but across the world, COVID has taught us that you just don't take anything for granted because it can all come to a screaming halt. So
absolutely.
Getting a bit deep here, but keep your loved ones close. Tell them you love them, because you just never know when the disease could creep up or things can change in your life. So
no, definitely.
Keep the ones you love close. And we love netball, and we're away in the second quarter, and the first goal belongs to Annabelle Laurie. That was pretty to watch.
That was great. That was a great attacking play there by the Thunder.
So let's talk changes. Have there been any?
Looks like Ash Uni's entered the court in at wing defence, so the captain for the Thunder, and she's going to have a fabulous battle with Steph O'Brien as we see both of them go hammer and tong there at that ball. Former teammates. Oh, well done there by Bridie Condren. And we see actually Monique French has entered the court into centre again, started the game in that position, started the second half in that position again.
So French gets her opportunity again. They haven't brought Benjamin back on. They've gone with the young Rin, my apologies. And she was impressive for the part she played in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I think from a confidence perspective, she started really well. She played really well for the time that she was out there. So I'm sure Tracy Jeans-Fraser is happy to leave her out there for those reasons and to build her confidence.
And the ball swings to O'Brien, whom I've been reliably informed by Shim, her sister, that she is 27 years of age. So I must have had the wrong number. I hope I went positively and said she was only 25 or something. I hope I didn't go the other way and say she was 38. So O'Brien feeds her in, and the confident young lady, looks good off the hand. Bell had it, got it taken off her.
Yeah, it was a nice strong rebound there by Bell, but it was equally challenged by Wolf.
She needs to jump though, Bell. I think she could have probably got that easier if she'd taken the jump, but I guess when you're 17-foot tall, you don't need to jump often. So an overload play here by the Thunder. Works well, finds Laurie and Condren, who was quiet by her standards in the first half, got a hand to it, but it still falls to Bingham, and she gets another one. Margin back to 9. Remember, it was 10 at half time.
Yeah, the Thunder have started really well, but they'll need to maintain it to try and, reduce the gap that the Jets currently have on them.
So French is with it.
Oh, well read there by Litherland. Oh, and she's able to handle, and unfortunately out of court, but did everything right.
Those pesky shoelaces. So we've got some people watching from Perth. They're watching Bella, so friends of the family.
Certainly putting on a show for them.
And Larry O'Brien has joined the whole O'Brien family appears to be watching. Welcome, Larry. So, Lazar, welcome to the coverage. So the ball with the Thunder. And another loose pass. It's 2 in a row.
Not able to stick that pass.
It hurts when you can't eat to the margin. I think Coach Passion would be pretty happy at 10 at half time, but not taking their opportunities right now.
Yeah, definitely. And they've created lots of them. So that would be frustrating and disheartening for the defence end. Having to contend with Rin and Bell is no easy feat at the moment. So when they do get a ball back, they'd expect that their attacking line can score for them.
So the ball with the Thunder.
Oh, Hock.
Nearly picked that up.
Yeah, she saw it just a little bit late on her contest, but had to go though.
It's an impressive end at the moment. You've got Hock, Sherlaw and Condren from wing defence to keeper, and they forced the turnover.
They're doing a great job, the Jets. Like you said, Condren might be quiet in terms of maybe not, picking up the individual turnovers, but as a unit, they're working really hard and they're just creating the turnovers from the Thunder.
It's key to any tournament you want to win is defence, and they're playing it well at the moment. So O'Brien turns the Jets on. And a brilliant intercept there by Keefe. Shred that beautifully, came across the circle. Push off there. And a step.
Yeah, step, was it? Or an offside call?
Yeah, those pesky shoelaces again. So the ball with the Jets. Sherlock finds O'Brien, and she's called for the step.
Oh,
been a lot of stepping calls this end of the court. Not so much the other end. Is that just an umpire interpretation, you think? Or because to me, stepping is stepping, isn't it?
Yeah, or maybe just for some reason down that end of the court, it just makes the athlete step.
Expert commentary from Simone Nolan. Claiming that a court can make you step.
Well, you just don't know, guys.
It's covered in, oil or something at night. Bryn throws to French.
Another step. It's just been in that corner.
It's
you
that
noticed
corner.
There.
It's just near the
Maybe
Suncorp.
don't take the...
Next to the Heart of Gold sign and the Suncorp sign, there's an evil spirit forcing people. Maybe it's coronavirus down there.
Oh,
people are stepping and don't want to get it.
Let's hope not.
So, contact, a dead set tackle there. So that wouldn't be out of place in the Broncos. Oh, no, they can't tackle.
Stop it.
Sorry, I'm a Broncos fan, so I can say that. So the ball back with the Thunder. It's been a long year for the Bronx. And Bingham gets it.
Well done.
And that margin, we talked about this before, we're sort of in that where it just goes to end. Benjamin's back out there.
Benjamin is back on.
She's replaced Rin, who was impressive in her debut game.
Great shot there by Benjamin.
And that left hand makes no mistake. Here it comes. You'll see it on replay. Turns and without much hesitation fires it.
Looks like Hunt is on as well for the Thunder.
So Hunt comes on at goal attack, and Laurie to the bench. Monique French picks up the slops, and away they go in transition.
A great touch there by Litherland. This is where Thunder really need to put it to goal.
Oh, a loose pass. Litherland can't pull it in. Sort of half hesitated there. Maybe she got a call and thought it was going to someone else behind her.
Yeah.
She sort of pulled out of that.
She did indeed, but
Sherlock to Hock, back to Sherlock to Condren. The three of them working well. Back to Hock. Over the transverse, finds Sherlock. Broken that down very well. French for the corner. Gives it to Bell. And Bell characteristically misses.
Yeah, nice strong rebound there by...
great take by Wolf. Hunt very relaxed player, is Hunt.
Yeah.
She looks like she's got all the time in the world. So this is her first shot. And make sure of it.
Thought about popping out, but thankfully for the Thunder's sake, it went through.
So you wouldn't know that she barely warmed up and, raced in from playing for the Lightning today. And the ball falls to Benjamin. It passes off to Bell. And we're continuing this game in limbo. Margin 10. It was 10 at half time. It was 36-26, now 40-30.
Look, if the Thunder want any chance to, take this game, they really need to try and make a dent in this margin now and not wait till the last quarter. We saw that happen in the earlier game today, where the Tigers probably left their run a little bit too late.
So, Bell again. Yeah, that was. The Tigers were impressive in the last probably quarter and a bit. They got it even. They drew the third quarter and then won the fourth quarter quite comprehensively, 17-8 from memory. So it's a shame they couldn't get that sort of effort earlier on. Hunt again, that right knee heavily strapped. She's had it strapped all season. So I keep asking what's wrong with her and they say nothing.
I think it may have been her, the knee she did at ACL with
just
twice.
Precautionary.
Yeah.
So hand in there from...
Great disruption there by Sherlaw. Yep. Bingham really has to take them a bit stronger.
Ooh. Benjamin barely getting that pass there. Probably needs to rip in a little bit more. So, and Coach Tracy Jeans-Fraser, that's not a super happy look, is it?
No, I mean, I think she talked about her targets and one of the timeouts, so she'll be really, wanting her team to be able to execute that, particularly coming into this second round, leading into finals.
So margin 12, she wanted 15 by half time and they still haven't got to that point yet. Great effort by the Thunder to hold them back, and we've got a hell ball. No, we don't. We've got an obstruction call instead and O'Brien.
So O'Brien's moved into the centre, or was she there before? No, I'm sure she was at wing attack.
So, and the questions are coming thick and fast through the social media now. Penny Benjamin, sister of Lucinda, is asking, what's happening next week? Well, we're not here, so we are at the Vicky Wilson Cup, so it's a long weekend and it's the Vicky Wilson Cup, and then we're back the following week, and then we go every week right up till the GF semi, and I hope you're coming back. Okay, that was very encouraging.
If they let me back.
That's silence. We had some dead air there when I asked that question, didn't we?
Sorry, I was just thinking about my response.
I
was actually thinking about whether I'd said I was coming back. Well done there by the Thunder. Millsy, it would be a pleasure to come back, but I may not make the cut, so, this could be a trial.
No worries. So, of course, you can join us and we'll answer any of your questions, as have Courtney Rawson and Nick Stells. It was Steph's birthday on Tuesday, just gone. Happy 27th.
Well done.
I assume that's Stephanie O'Brien.
I think that's the only...
Actually, I remember seeing that. We're friends on Facebook. I did see that. Happy birthday, Steph. So,
yeah, Tuesday, just gone.
Just gone, yeah.
So Steph would have been... Steph O'Brien and McKeely Hock coached the Jets under-16 team. So she would have been here at Nissan Arena on Tuesday. But it was great to see our Sapphire players stepping up to the mark and giving back to the younger players coming through. What a treat for those kids to have those two coaching them for the weekend.
And what it is a treat to have Benny and Hunt on the court. She gets another one, margin back to 10. They're having a crack here, the Thunder. It was 13 a little minute ago, and now here they come. So coming into the third quarter break, and just as I spoke, they turned it over.
Yeah, Condren.
So, Condren, the superstar defender, hasn't got the customary intercepts that she gets a lot of, but has been working very hard. Probably because just different players, I guess. Some players you can get a lot of intercepts off, others you've got to just man up.
Yeah, definitely.
O'Brien has moved into centre. Hams at wing attack. French to the bench.
Oh.
And that ambidextrous pass, she can throw just as strong off each hand, O'Brien, left or right, which is a great asset to have for a big court player.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Penny Benjamin thanks Mills and Sam. I'm not sure who Sam is.
Maybe that's the commentator coming back for the grand final.
Sam Smith? Sam who?
Thank you, Penny. I think you meant me, but thank you.
So, Sam, if you're out there, we're hoping to see you for the grand final. Margin 11. Jets with it. Benjamin, the sister of Penny Benjamin, who's keeping us amused. Oh, short shot there. Great boards by Keith. Transition time for the for the Thunder. The Jets have had a few opportunities to pull away with it, but they just can't get it past 12 or 13. Well, now we're back to 11.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think the Thunder are helping them out because they're... Oh, well.
Juggling up there by Binney and Hunt. And Sherlock gives it away. She thought it was a replay. Can't really replay it off your head, though, can you? It's more a Falcon than anything.
It is more a Falcon. I thought she was playing soccer there for a minute. But anyway, well done to Hunt. Puts us to goal.
Hunt, the most relaxed player in the competition, gets another one. The margin back to 10. They've had a few opportunities to get it to single figures, and here it is here. This is their chance. They've got a penalty here, just outside the transverse line. Actually, nearer to the... Actually, up the centre circle.
It's almost like a centre pass again.
Yes. And it's with Littleton. Finds Hunt. She's made a difference since she's been out there, as has Uni at wing defence. And boom shagalaga. We've got a game on here, Simone Alatu.
We have. The Thunder are pushing at the right time.
So 2:27, and the margin is 9.
Oh, well done.
Keith read that like your proverbial Harry Potter. And swings it across. There it is on replay. Pictures being brought to us by Double Take Sports. All the new innovations in the live streaming sphere coming to us here. Another turnover though, that's a shame.
No, they really needed that one, the Thunder, particularly going into the last quarter. I think Hunt thought that it was over a third and tried to take it.
Got to seize the moment, don't you?
Yeah, well, it is about moments, and if they don't take them, makes it hard.
Sherlock's done a good job since she's been out there. O'Brien, Bibb hanging off. Finds Harms at wing attack. Off to Benjamin. Passes off to Bell. And a ring-a-ding. Back to 10.
Back to 10.
So your coach passion, your team's competing, like you're having a good quarter. What do you say to them? What do you do to get the next bit of effort out of them to get the margin down?
Yeah, look, I think they've just got to take it play by play. They're, they're putting themselves in the contest in the position, but they're just not being able to execute at the right times.
So the injection of Hunt and Uni's made a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely, and you would expect that with the quality of players that they are, but they can't do it by themselves. So
Condren there with the swat goes all the way back to the centre circle, falls in favour of the Thunder. They get a chance again, and they take it this time. Margin back to 9. We've got less than a minute to play, 45 seconds.
There's plenty of time.
Oh, we've got a break. The proverbial coach killer. I think Walno, well, she pointed at Walno, but she's only just come on, so I'm not sure if it was her.
Maybe she came on too early.
Yeah, you've got to wait for the high five and all that. And Condren chases it down.
Bingham can't look to the umpire for those ones. She's got to take it in strong for her team.
Condren not happy with that.
Well done. That was
Hunt.
a great move there by Hunt.
Hunt gives Walno a shove. Misses a shot as a result. And then Walno gives her one back.
So,
bit of feeling creeping into the match as we creep down to a margin of 8. And O'Brien won't take this. She'll just hang on to it. Oh, she threw that prior to the siren going off. Anyway, so that's a quarter there to the Thunder win that one. They win it by 2. Margin 10 at half time. It's now a margin of 8, 45-37. Great effort by the Thunder. Big change of the game when the 2 substitutes came on.
Yeah, absolutely. They absolutely impacted the game. I think it's going to be a cracking last quarter.
It should be a great last quarter. Now, Simi, you've got a job to do. We don't go to commercials at 3/4 time, so Simi, it's your opportunity to announce your 2021 19 squad. You are the coach. There's the 24 names, so if you're at home and you don't know who's made it, you're about to hear.
Thanks, Millsy. So the following athletes are Riley Batchelor-Dore, Ava Black, Chloe Bingham, Riley Burns, Lynette Childs, Rihanna Childs, Lily Cubby, Ashley Irvine, Tiani Fennell, Lily Gribble, Sarah Harris, Abigail Houston, Emily Latta, Lily McClure, Brianna Martin, Alice Morga, Alice O'Driscoll, Monique Puanti, Martina Riekes, Kiara Ratu, Olivia Roberts, Georgia Roy, Isabel Shearer, and Naomi Solomona.
So you named all those names, the one you had trouble with was Roy.
I know, right? I didn't realise it's only 3 letters.
And you went Roy. I hope I pronounced that one right.
Thought I might have missed something.
Congratulations to all those athletes. A lot of Cougars in there, a lot of Bull Sharks. That's a pretty impressive squad. Now, you named Riley Batchelor-Dore first up. Scoop on her, 7 o'clock tonight. She's playing her first game back. has to go through the Sapphire series. She's obviously coming back from a knee injury.
Yes.
And that's her first game back in nearly 12 months, I'd imagine, yeah?
Yeah. She did her knee actually about a year ago at a Vicky Wilson Cup, so I know that the Vicky Wilson Cup is probably a little bit later than what it would have been last year, but did a knee in that tournament, which was devastating for her, obviously, but it's great to see her making her way back onto court tonight in her first, little bit of match time. Recently named in the Australian Under-21 squad to compete for a spot in the World Youth Cup next year. So fantastic.
So yeah, that's excellent work. So that's a pretty strong squad you got there, Simi. So good luck with cutting that from 24 to 12.
Thank you.
As I said in the last game, I'm really busy that weekend.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping that you'd be there with your action replays and stuff.
Washing my hair, and then I'm helping some friends move.
And going to the fridge. No.
I put on 2 kilos. It's not like I put on 22 kilos.
You're the one who said it.
It was 2 kilos.
You went there. I was just reminding you.
Wow. So it's bullying in the workplace.
No, I was just saying what you had told me. So.
So don't forget, we've got another game coming up at 7. Simone won't be here for that one. I'm joined in commentary by Lucinda Benjamin, who's on the court at the moment. It's first versus third. It's the Cougars taking on the Wildcats. That should be a good match. It's a grand final replay. This one, all to do for the Thunder. When I say that, they're only 8 down. So a big last quarter here can help them, and would also help them. We've started, and we've got people all over the
Looks
shop.
like there's confusion.
Oh, we've got a caution for a delay of game, and the ball's been taken off the Thunder. Oh, that is...
I'm not sure what that was for, but...
I think it was delay of game. You know, you got the 10-second rule. And
so they went back on court in time.
In the centre in time, and yeah, so...
Oh, that's a shame, because that would have really, I think,
Stops
helped step the momentum of... Yeah.
Oh, disappointing. I mean, I know it's a rule, but it's one of those annoying technical ones, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Anyway,
I always say the ball knows, and the ball made that shot miss. And so it's back with the Thunder now, so no harm done. So the Thunder with it. And
having to start a little bit further back than what they would have liked. But
yeah, they would have liked to start halfway. But it'll make this goal more impressive if it gets there. Binny and Hunt with it now. She fires it across to Unai. So Littleland, she's had a great run at centre today, hasn't she?
She has. She has been really solid, particularly given that she's standing Steph O'Brien, who's that's not an easy feat by any stretch.
So Walno and short there on Condren.
Yeah, I wondered whether that was going to be a hell ball, but no. Condren asked to stand out of play.
She's not terribly happy today, Condren. She's a bit confused by that call there. She's looking at the bench saying, I'm sure I was more than 4 feet. And sometimes tall players do get caught for obstructions when they're not.
Yeah, no, definitely. And whether it's her hands before, so she may be in the distance, but whether she put her hands up before that.
And Kate Condren, a top fan, so she's watching her daughter play. And there's a Mizuno momentum shift. And the Thunder.
Oh, offensive penalty there to Wilshire.
It hurts, doesn't it, when you see that sort of thing?
Yeah.
So they've got the margin back to 8. They have fought brilliantly. It could have blown out. It looked like Coach was saying she wanted 15 by half time, so she was expecting a bit of a blowout. And the Thunder have just fought and fought and fought.
Yeah, and they have, haven't they?
Yeah, considering the last time they got blown away by 21, this has been a great performance, massive improvement. So the work that Gary Passion and his team are doing up there at the Sunny Coast is working. Do you have any involvement with the Sunny Coast as a coach or mentor or anything like that? Or
No, I don't actually.
Because you played for the Lynx for a long time, didn't you?
Yeah, played in the club before. Yeah, played for the Lynx and coached up there for many years. But in this new format, I mean, obviously know lots of people, including Gary, who was on my selection panel for the Queensland 19s. But no, haven't had any involvement to date.
So, Hams with it now.
Oh, well done.
Brilliant play.
Oh, hard luck there
offside.
by Littleland.
That was quite brilliant.
Yeah, she did a great job, not only to try and
You'll see it here on
get
replay.
it.
Yeah, she definitely went offside.
Yeah, a little bit.
By metres.
We saw in the early game today when that didn't matter, but anyway.
That's Simone Alato at hotmail.com. Do not send them to me. I want to be back. So the feed from Hams to Bell, and Bell makes no mistake. Margin back to 11. Jets slowly pulling away. 2 minutes ago it was 8, and we were all confident with the Thunder. But they've just steadied here, and then Lucinda Benjamin throws a cannon into Bell, and Bell makes no mistake, and just like that, it's 4 goals rapidly, and we have to go to a timeout by the Thunder. So it seems like a bit of energy has been sapped out of the arena since those 4 quick goals.
It looks like there's a bit of discussion about that timeout, but
we're with Gary Passion of the Thunder right now.
Let's put those things out of our head. Honestly, from our point of view, from what we're doing, nothing's changed, right? I know we've had a bit of a bad run here, and some of those things are out of our control. So we've got to switch that off. Remember, we always say, okay, what's happened in the past can't affect going forward unless we let it. Okay, so let's reset, go again, because everything we've asked of you tonight, you've been doing, you've been trying. Okay, so it's going to require now just stepping up a gear in defence again, like you've been doing. Okay, and getting back to it. Our CPAs have improved massively. We had 9 from 11 in that last one. Okay, we want to do that again. So let's have confidence in that. If we're going to focus on anything going forward in this game now, it's those things there. We waste energy focusing on the rest. We'll worry about that later, yeah? Come on, guys. Reset here. Let's go.
So wise words there from the Queensland men's coach as well, Gary Passion, basically saying it's what you do next that matters, not so much worrying about the past. So that's a great attitude to have for a coach and trying to get through to his team, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was great instruction there by Gary, trying to lift his team, but also be really clear in his directions and what he was asking of the team. I think he could sense, and certainly must have been through the discussion coming off the court, that there were things that they were worried about, but I think they can't be left wondering now. Oh, unfortunate there by Wolf.
Turnover immediately after the timeout. So, margin 12. He wants to eat into this margin. I think last time they were competitive to about three-quarter time, and they had a bad last quarter and it got blown away. This time, Wolf not letting that happen.
No, great turnover.
So, question for you, Simi. How has Condren not been picked up by a super netball team? It's an excellent question there.
It is a really good question. I think, she's on the fringe. She was a Firebirds training partner for last year, I believe, and maybe the year before. Got some court time earlier in the season for the Fever. So, with the, great for her to get that exposure, and hopefully for her, she keeps doing what she's doing and she'll get that opportunity.
Do you think the not having the ANL this year will disadvantage some of these young players coming through? Like, that pathway was blocked because of COVID. Do you think that'll affect next year's contracts being offered to certain players?
I don't think so, only because of the introduction of the 12-player bench. So I think we saw a lot of young players that took the court that might not have had that opportunity if that weren't the case onto the Super Netball court. So players like Tipper Dewan, who wasn't even contracted with the Firebirds, Georgie Hodges for the Thunderbirds, Nia Allen. Anyway, lots of players got an opportunity to get onto that court. So whilst obviously it would be great to have the ANL, I think they've got opportunities in other ways.
Fingers crossed they keep the squads at 12 then to give those young players an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, there's only 8 franchises, so that's 96 spots. If it's only 10, it's only 80 spots. So It's a tough gig to make it, and if you make it, you're one of the country's best.
No, agree.
Just as they're seeing here, some of the country's best playing right now, and the margin's back to 11. Bell, this is her limit of her range, but she makes no mistake on that one. 3 metres out, and it's back to 12. 9:32 to play. Very competitive by the Thunder in this, pretty much since just after quarter time, they've really been working hard. So they didn't get blown away in the second quarter like the Jets coach wanted, and they've done well.
No, they've done a great job to hang in there. I think, like we said, they probably just haven't been able to capitalise on those opportunities that may have changed the momentum, but also applied that scoreboard pressure to the Jets.
Brilliant work there by Keefe. She picked that one off on Charlie Bell, played front, used her elevation, which is no mean feat against Charlie Bell.
It's great.
Well.
Yeah, absolutely. Keefe has had a great game this afternoon. Oh, great challenge there by Woolno, and
gets the call as well. I think some of the Thunder players thinking they're not getting the rub of the green on the calls. So, but Woolno front position did well. And O'Brien with it. And Biddy and Hunt, couldn't run it down. Got a hand in it, made the ball go high. Threw everything at it.
Yeah, she did do everything she could.
There it is on replay. Pitch is being brought to you by Double Take Sports, our partner for this season.
It's great pressure there by the Thunder across the whole kind of court there down in the defence end. Able to create that turnover, but it means nothing if they don't take it to goal.
It's getting a bit scrappy. Both teams probably starting to fatigue. And Conran gets a hand in. So close to pulling off one of her star intercepts, Simi.
Yeah, it was almost there, wasn't she? Read it, just got a hand to it. Woolno again.
Woolno hunting.
Yeah,
hunting on Hunt. So, shot misses. Condren the rebound, brilliantly done. Fires the ball into O'Brien, who in turn fires it to Hams. And Benjamin, to me, stepped and is called.
It's called.
That was like a triple jump. So, we're supposed to be at the Olympics about now, but damn COVID ruined that as well.
No.
So,
well, at least we're here at the netball, right?
Exactly.
Where else would you rather be, Millsy?
Actually, that's a good point. Nowhere. I thoroughly enjoy my time here. And no, I don't want to be at the fridge, right? 2 kilos, I swear. So the Thunder get it back to 10. So I notice no one on the social media is supporting me. And there it is to Ingram. So the margin back to 9, single digits. 6:39 to play. We've got an opportunity here. They need a turnover now, the Thunder. Let's get excited, Simi. This is it.
I know. This is
the
moment.
moment.
This is the moment. And,
Keith does brilliantly.
Oh, she almost.
Until umpire Ting took it off her. Said
Because
she
she
went
was
out
out of court.
only by a metre.
Oh, great. That was a great setup there. Inside screen by the 2 shooters. Not identified by the
Shame
Thunder,
we can't get that on replay, but Benjamin sinks it. And now we've got a timeout called by Tracy Jeans-Fraser. Margin 10, 6:13 to play. Would you be happy, Supercoach Nalatu?
Oh, look, I think, no, she wouldn't probably be happy with the turnovers that they've created. She asked, as we heard in one of the timeouts, that she wanted them to minimise that.
Well, let's listen in to what she has to say.
What I want to see is us playing shorter netball, movement, and let's make sure that we've got movement through the middle of the court and we've got backups on either side. Okay? All right? We're 1 point up in this quarter. Doesn't matter. All right? It doesn't matter. Okay, all right. So we need to bump it up. We asked for a quota today and we haven't hit it because you've gone away from the game plan. All right? So let's make it nice. They want to hunt. They hunt. They want in the middle. This is where they're all really. So you really need to make sure that we drive solidly.
So incredible pitches there being done by Double Take Sports, and Tracy Jeans-Fraser not super happy with the team's performance from what I gathered from that. What do you think, Sim?
Yeah, look, I think it was clear that she, alluded to the targets that they obviously set for this game and that they weren't hitting them, that they lost the third quarter and that they're only down by a goal or two in this, by a goal or two in this quarter. So, I think, she has high expectations of this team and should, given the calibre of the players that she has. So, it would not be unusual that she's asking for more, particularly at this end of the game.
So Benjamin's been replaced again by Wren. Just interestingly, they had a timeout. The Thunder took a timeout at 50-38, and they've won at 6-4 since that timeout. So let's see how this one affects both teams. The margin was 10 when it was taken, and Thunder throw it away through Hunt. So Condren will get us going again. So definitely not going to be the blowout that the last time these two teams met. That was 21, so big improvement. That was only 3 weeks ago. That was on the 6th of September. So that's an awkward fall there to Woolno.
It was a big fall, but thankfully for Woolno, Woolsha pulled out when she realised she was going to get the body. Great pick up there by Unai.
She was hit there by the other Bingham. That would be Josie, who's come on it. No, was it Josie? No, it was a wing attack, sorry. Woolsha, yeah. My apologies.
Unfortunately, though, they weren't able to make that play, and the Jets have got the ball back again.
It's been quite a fierce battle, hasn't it?
It has. No ball has been easy.
I think we commented in the first minute, like there was 2 goals within 30 seconds. We thought, this is going to be an open-ended, goal fest.
Yep.
But it's really become a bit of a grind, and there's been tight defence played on everyone. Keith's done a brilliant job on Bell. The Jets have still scored 55, and they'll probably end up with 60-something. But, Bell's had to work harder than she has to in most games.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Thunder defence end have done a great job in disrupting and turning the ball over. Just haven't been able to capitalise in attack.
Ren, this confident young lady, playing her first game, is not afraid to shoot. So that must be pleasing.
Yeah, absolutely. And why would she be when she's able to make those, take those goals? But it's great, yeah. Like you say, great to see her confidence up and that she's not, not afraid and willing to turn and go to post.
As is Bingham. That was nothing but net. Margin 11 to the Jets, 56-45. We've got 4 to play. Using the rule of 11, it might be all she wrote. Rin drives to the baseline brilliantly, takes a loose ball and sinks the shot.
Yeah, that was great.
Have we opened up a superstar here, Simone Olatu?
Absolutely. I think it's, Rin's been in the pathway. She's been playing, in Ruby, etc. So it's great to see her, like you said, get some court time and show what she can do. Up against great defenders as well. So
Condren forces a turnover using a height there in front of Bingham. Walno with it now. Fire back to Condren. She loads the cannon and throws it to, was that Unai?
It was to Unai.
And she had 3 goes there. She certainly was locked and loaded.
I need to have some options to the ball. Hunt can't sit there with her hands up. She needs to actually provide an option to the ball.
So ball falls with Bingham. And margin back to 11. Looks like it's going to be, we've been saying 10, 11, 9, pretty much for from about halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, look, the best the Thunder can do, I think, at this point, given the time, is try and win the quarter. And from what Tracy Jeans-Fraser said in that last time out, the Jets didn't have that much of an advantage.
It's 2 to the Jets at present, now 3. And Bell gets the margin to 12. And being invaded by a million volleyballers here in the State Netball Centre. And we have a shot here to Hunt. Just inside the 3-metre mark and misses, but Bingham gets the rebounds, falling out of court, takes a shot, misses, gets back in court. No, she doesn't.
Just needed to be grounded on court before she took that.
Stewie Ting was all over that one. Like, I was going to say white on rice. So. And the ball falls to Sherlaw. She gets it, looks in, finds O'Brien and Bell. It's a great combination. It's probably been the difference today. O'Brien has been impressive.
She has been impressive, as always. Always has eyes for that goal circle straight away. Well, whether she offloads or not is a different story, but she always looks and has the ability to dish off early.
So 1:42 to play in this one, and it's our second of 3. Don't forget, we've got one more game. It's the match of the round. It's the Cougars taking on the Wildcats. First versus third, grand final replay. I don't know why we call it a grand final replay, but it is, because it's not really a grand final replay, but it's not like, here you go, well, Cougars, you can have the trophy now because you won. But it should be a great match. It's first versus third. Wildcats have been building slowly, just like they did last year. They won it from third last year, so their impressive form continues. And can they beat the Cougars? Join us from 5 to 7. Myself and Lucinda Benjamin will be commentating that one. The ball falls with Bingham. She swings it wide. Margin's slightly blowing out here to 14. It's 60 to 46. The quarter's going to go to the Jets. And the table will stay the same. The Jets will be rock solid in second. The Thunder will stay in fourth, pulling a little bit further away from the Wildcats and Bull Sharks, who are 6th and 5th respectively. Bull Sharks, big win today, gets them into 5th.
Yeah,
so
great win by
a couple
them
more
today.
big wins like that, and all of a sudden they're back in the 4. And the competition heating up. 5 rounds to go.
Yep, getting to the business end of the competition. So
Yes. This is round 6 of 10. So exciting times. We'll be covering all the games, including the final series. Hopefully Cindy's back. If she stops bullying me, we might invite her back.
please.
So, I'll be in therapy next week. Someone just flashed up again. So by all means, join us on the commentary. And for all the news, and we haven't got the schedule fully finalised for the next couple of weeks, given the Suncorp Super Netball needs the courts. So we're not sure what times the games will be played, but follow us on the website. So the game comes to conclusion. Margin of 13, Jets 61, Thunder 48. After the initial burst, it just basically went goal for a lot of time. The Thunder got it down to single-figure digits, and then the Jets would pull it away again. You'd have to say the Jets are flying high in this one, winning by 13. Simone Alatu.
Absolutely, Millsy. They'll be very happy with the result, the fact that they were able to pull away in the end, particularly after that third quarter. So I think, the upside for Tracy Jeans-Fraser was that her team were able to, get that 16-goal quarter that they obviously had been looking to hit as part of their game plan for today.
So a big improvement. Like the last time the Thunder played this team, they scored 46. Today, 48. That's not a lot. But the big thing was defensively, they got it from 67 to 61. So Gary Passion be pleased with his team, considering two of his superstars couldn't physically take the court until half-time because they were tied up with the Lightning today.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the challenge, I suppose, that you have when you have players that are in that scenario. I think, though, before both Unai and Hunt took the court, the Thunder had put themselves in, given themselves opportunities to perhaps not let the score get out to to that 10-goal margin that they the Jets had leading into half-time. So, yeah, probably could have avoided that with the team that they had. So
we saw some pictures there of Tracy Jeans-Fraser, the coach. She wasn't over the moon, but she wasn't unhappy, so she'd be reasonably pleased with that performance. Like, they were in a hard game.
Yeah, oh, look, definitely. I think, she would be happy with the result, absolutely. But, particularly at this business end of the of the competition and the fact that they went down last week, they would have been looking to build on or to try and tighten up some of the things that they had identified, within their game. And so I suspect that would have been where perhaps her kind of unhappiness was. But I think overall she'd be, happy with the 2 points or whatever the point system is for the competition. So
there's the table right now. The Thunder creep up to 36 points. They're 11 clear of the Sharks in fourth. That's a big positive. The USQ Jets, top of the table, 88. How long that will last, we don't know, because the Brisbane North Cougars and Wildcats play next, and they got a game in hand, so that could change things. Best for the Jets?
Oh, look, I think O'Brien was fantastic today. She was solid in both attack and defence, and her ability to turn and deliver to Bell or Benjamin or Rin or whoever it might be with minimal error, I think, was the positive or the highlight for me. She
covered some ground and did it at pace. She was my best as well. What about for the Thunder? Who would you recommend there? Or who would you say was best on court?
Oh, look, I think Adrian Keefe had a great game this afternoon, as did Serafina Wolf, the defensive unit. But I think given that Keefe is probably newer to this court, she probably would have been my pick for the Thunder.
We agree on both, because I would have said exactly the same thing.
What's happening with the world? We're agreeing.
COVID, have you not heard? It's been terrible. It's all in the news. Just pick up a newspaper, Simi. A key for the best for both of us for the Thunder. That concludes this game here. Simi, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the box. You've brought a bit of star power to our commentary team. Not often we get people who've been to 2 World Championships. So thank you for that today. I hope to see you again soon. I know you live a million miles away, so it's a big effort to come down, and I really, really appreciate it. And I know the people at home, judging by the comments we've been receiving, great to have you, and your expertise is second to none. I know you take the mickey out of me, but
it's part of the fun, Millsy. But thank you for having me.
Depending on who you're talking to, Simi. So we're back at 5 minutes to 7. My name's Dave Mills. That was Simone Alatu. Bye for now, and be brilliant, Brisbane.